to do a makeup tutorial with AIM. Half the munch bunch. Let's just have a drink of water. So this is me bearing it all. And I'm doing it on a day when I'm growing my eyebrows out and I've got blemishes all over the place and I've got cold sores. Isn't that a good start to the video? So, this has been a requested video now for such a long time, and I just thought, right, I'm going to do it, I'm going to get it done, and we're going to take it from the beginning. So, first things first, during this video, you're going to hear a lot, you're going to hear sirens. What I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the tools that you are going to need to get yourself some decent looks going on. First things first, you need your makeup, you need your tools. You need your brushes. You need an air bubble perhaps to get your hair out your way. Alright, so what I like to do first is sometimes prime my face, but I tend to use this. And by the way, I'm not sponsored for this guy. This is the Neutrogena Hydro Boost Capsule in Serum Supercharge Booster. And I will be putting this on my face, first of all, to get things hydrated, because if you're wearing makeup all day long, you're going to want to hydrate your face. That is an absolute start. Now, depending on what you're doing and how good you are with a makeup brush and how quick you want it to be, I would do your eyes first. If it's a night out, I would do your eyes first. Once this has dried off, then we begin to use the foundation. Otherwise, do your eyes first. Now, I have these brushes here. Now, in these brushes, they consist of, let me show you, right. This is not a professional video, guys. This is just me. I'm doing it the way I do it. So I use Real Technique brushes and Sigma. Sigma are quite expensive brushes. You can get them offline. That gonna focus? Sigma, I don't know, but you can also get the cheaper brushes called Real Techniques. Now you can get cheaper ones than that on Amazon, and they're really good dupes. You don't always have to have the most expensive brushes, but if you want to start doing makeup, then as I was saying, guys, you don't need to have expensive makeup brushes. You can definitely use cheaper end of the scale. You can get some really good dupes off Amazon, off eBay. You really don't need anything too expensive. You can use things that are like good dupes, like Primark, exactly like Primark makeup has some really good, sorry it's a bit chilly in there, guys, really good dupes. So first of all, I'm going to start off with my foundation. Now, some examples of what I use. I use this. It's called Rimmel Lasting Finish, and I use it in soft beige. Now, I've got several ones here that I'm going to show you in another makeup bag. This is just a ridiculous amount to have, but that's just the way it is. So, if I'm going on a night out and I want to look really flawless, I use Kat Von D. Now, I love Kat Von D, and that is in light warm. Or if, again, I want to use something else. I don't know if I've got my MAC one in here actually anymore. Oh well, here we go. No. Trying to find it, guys, bear with me. I'll probably speed this little bit up. Now, I can't find it. I use MAC, what's it called now? I can't remember, but I use a lot of Kat Von D because I absolutely love it, and it makes your skin amazing. So once you've primed your skin, I'm going to go in with the foundation. So I actually just apply the foundation to the brush and start going all over. Now, I'm going to try and move you forward a touch, and we can do this a little bit more up close. So again, I never ever put it on my lips. You know that you get them people who put it on your lips. I don't do that. So I'll try and speed this up soon. I'm just going to shove my hair up. So I shove my hair up, guys, and away we go again. So continuously rubbing in. And a lot of people as well who get the neckline, you must always get the neckline, because it's just, you know, you're going to end up looking really silly if you don't sort that problem out. Because seriously, I've seen so many girls just doing their face where they don't bother tending to do their neckline. Now, I'm only doing this quick for you because normally I'm much more intense than this, but you don't want to be here all day with me, do you guys? So I'm going to fast this section up because I've got some intense detail to do. So I'm going to pause this a second. I'm going to come back when I've done my foundation completely. Okay guys, so I've practically done my foundation now. Just making sure I get into all the nooks and crannies on my face. So when I was younger, guys, I had really bad acne. Huge. And I do have some holes in my face, which, you know, are not good. But a way to cover them up, let's be realistic now. Unless, you know, you've had skin peels and everything. We've all got blemishes, we've all got problems on our skin that we don't like. But the way to cover these things up is obviously stippling in. This is cut this, not rubbing it in. When you do this with your foundation brush, so let's give you a small example. So there's foundation up there, and then I don't like that area. So if you stipple over your area, could you see that then? You see it just sort of instantly kind of looked a little bit less, the pores on my face sort of went. So again, I'll show you the same on this side. So again, stipple away, and that just packs it in that little bit better. So it instantly kind of does, well, not only does it fill in some of the holes in your face or your pores, it just gives you like a nice finish. Now, don't get me wrong, guys, I haven't got great skin. I never claimed to have good skin. But I do have techniques that make your skin better. So, what I tend to do now, after I've got cold sores as well, guys, so it doesn't make it that appealing. So once I've done my foundation, and always get in your hairline, because the last thing you want is your hairline to be white. That is the last thing you want. Alright then. So if you want to go expensive, use a Kat Von D highlighter, or again, like a MAC highlighter or whatever, concealer. Otherwise, in my little bag of tricks here, this is my, usually I have it all laid out, but recently I've been gathering in bags like this because it makes my life more simple. This is a Model's Own contour. You know, any contouring will, I think what the best thing to always do is what I'm about to tell you. So I use liquid contour first, and the rule of thumb with contouring, so I'm just going to use this as a guideline, is you go from your ear across. So the top of your ear, along there. Some people put it all the way up there. That's where your highlighter should be. I'm looking there because I'm looking at me. I should be looking at you, but I'm looking at me. So the rule of thumb with contour is always follow the top of your ear along there. I've been doing this a while now, guys, so I kind of know where to put mine. And then I tend to do the corners of my head. Again, I've been doing this a while now, so that's, I'm not one who does the nose thing. I don't want to make my nose any thinner than what it is. I don't like that look per se, so I don't tend to do it. You can always do that step. If you did want to do that step, you need to get a thin brush, an angled brush preferably, and do that. So the rule of thumb with contouring is you don't just back and forth. You get it and you go up like that. Okay? Now, obviously, because I'm showing you this on the camera, you go up. You don't ever go back and forth because that drags it down. You go up and you sort of go around in small circles until you are happy with the desired look. So again, I tend to go in. I'm going to have to do it on the mirror, guys, so I know where I'm doing. Now, it looks a harsh statement at first. That's too harsh, but it will come together. So I go up like that. And it won't stay looking like this, guys, as well. This will settle down. And then the corners of your head, around your hairline, just to get that desired effect. Because you want your T-zone to be the thing that's most highlighted, and your T-zone is here, here, like around it. It's sort of like a diamond shape. Okay, so that's the kind of look we're going for, like a diamond shape. And again, you get it all into your hairline. Never let it gather too much around there, because that's when you're gonna notice. You're gonna notice a major difference if you do it like that. Bear with me, I want to put my hair up a bit more. There we go, guys. Sorry about that. Literally just wanted to shove my hair up, out the way, bish bash bosh, off we go. So some people would actually like. I've been out. Sorry, I'm just taking my slipper off. I've been out with just this look. Little bit of mascara, little bit of finishing powder, and off you go. There's nothing wrong with a simplified look. Now, what I do now, because obviously, even though I've used my foundation, which is quite light, I now want to highlight my face a little. Not highlight, yes, highlight, but like I want to obviously conceal and make my certain sections, i.e. under my eyes, slightly more lighter. So again, rule of thumb, I tend to do like the diamond effect. Now some people do this in the opposite direction. I don't. I always do the Cupid's bow. I always do it like this. This is just the way I was taught to do it. This is the way I watch YouTubers do it. This is the way I like to do it. So once you do your foundation, you're happy with your concealer, then I go in with the concealer cream. Now again, you don't have to use an expensive one, but you do need one that's going to be less watery. I always think like watery creams, they're going to make your foundation slide, and that is not what you want to do. I also take it up onto my eyelid, because I'm going to be working there with eyeshadow, and I like it to attach. You can't just leave your eyelid with nothing on it, because it won't attach properly. Can you see instantly that's highlighted that section? I don't mean highlighted is in the, the shiny stuff. Just lightened that particular area. Now again, some people will do the nose. I will do it today just because it's just to demonstrate. I never do that. I use highlighter like the shiny stuff. But you can do this if you want to distinguish your nose. And if you have a larger nose, if you want it to look thinner, that is how you do so. It's through contouring your nose. But again, I think my nose is quite in proportion to my face, so I don't worry about that. Again, if you have, my blemishes are more on this side. I have like a cyst that comes back now and again, and that's that little dent there. Now, if you have something like that, you will need to stipple that rather than just go back and forth with your brush. So I know I've had to go back and forth with my brush a little bit to just set it. Now I'll go back in with this. I'll dab it where I don't like. And then in a minute I will stipple it again. So now what I'll do is just stipple that area. And then it just becomes that little bit more concealed. It's doing the job basically. Okay. So now we're going to go on to our next step. Just make sure in the mirror that I'm happy with everything. Yep, I'm happy with everything at the moment. Okay. So now we're going to our next step. And for me, this will be the powder. Now, I use Revolution Lace Baking Powder from Superdrug. There are other ones that you can buy, but this is like a blotting powder. Again, this is Kat Von D, and this is in light. This is for like when you really want to go to town and you really want to look good. But let's face facts, I ain't using that all day every day. I want cheapness. I want things that are going to look good. I want things that you can use every day and it's not going to break the bank. The only thing I will say is always have good brushes. So what I tend to do is I just pour some in the lid, like so. Because I know my next steps now are going to be my eyes. So I'm going to put you on pause and find my brush. And we're back. So, okay, now, obviously when you're going to be doing eye makeup, you don't want any fallout over there. So what I tend to do, obviously, underneath my contour line, I will bake powder there. There. And then what I will do is I will put it all on around this area here, because I know there's going to be fallout from my eyeshadow. Of course, you don't want to go on top of your contour, so just be careful. I never use the viewfinder for this, whatever you call it on your phone. Okay, doesn't matter about putting it there because I actually do want it there anyway. I will just quickly go in around my nails, guys, because I actually like to set it. We'll talk about that in a minute. Alright then, so setting your powder aside. Now this again, let me just give you an alternative brush. Alright, here we go. This is a Sigma. I don't know the number because it's come off, but I got this from the Sigma set. Now this is exactly the same sort of real hair, but this is Superdrug. That one was about £6. This one is about, I think, about £18. Now these brushes from Sigma are quite expensive, but they are, well, worth it. Now I do use this one. Again, it's actually softer than this one, but this is my go-to brush. So, talking about eyeshadows now, this is an actual big part of what you need to know, guys, and always tidy up as you go along, else it becomes overwhelming. Alright, so I have here a disaster going on. Now, I have here all the Naked palettes. Now, the Naked palettes to me are like gold dust. You need a decent quality eyeshadow, guys, because the pigmentation in them will not attach if it's cheap eyeshadow. There are some fantastic eyeshadows about, but these I cannot recommend them enough. Showing you some of the colours that they have. If you want like greys, darks, smoky eyes, then the Urban Decay, the original palette, I don't know them in order. Pinks, golds, sort of, yeah, dusky colours, that one. This is personally one of my favourites. This is the Urban Decay, the Heat palette. I love reds, browns, things like that. And this one, again, it's like pinks, browns, things like that. I love these palettes so much. I also have the Jacqueline Hill palette called Bling Boss. And that is these colours there. They are, again, they're more my kind of colours. I like the James Charles range, but personally for me, this one here, this Morphe palette, it's quite big, is more my colours. Now, this isn't that expensive. I think this was about, I don't know, is it like £26? I don't know. But either way, you need some good eyeshadows, guys, because you want good pigmentation. So this is where, like, I'm going to show you. Now, don't look at my eyebrows because I am growing them out to restyle them. Now, for me, I need to start the way I always have been taught to start, and I want to pause you a minute. Oh no, I've got my brush. So I'm going to start again. Now, your eyeball, right, coming up close now, guys. So the crease there, I've got a few wrinkles, so don't take no notice of that. That's where I always start my base colour, right there. Today I'm going to go for browns and reds. So I'm going to go in with this colour right here. So I'm going to take some on my brush. Now look, this will fall out. This is why you got your powder there. I'm going to be looking, I'm going to move you over. I'm looking in my mirror because I can't look in the viewfinder for this. So again, I start, like, do a centre dot. I start with that because if you do a centre dot, then if you've got too much on your brush, you can always add some to this eye. See? Because you don't want too much, else it'll make your eye look too caked up. So then what I start to do, in round circles, you start spreading it out. See? I start spreading it out. I don't take it to the bottom lid, because I take it quite high up. And again, round small circles, blend, blend, blend. That is the rule of thumb. Blend, blend, blend till your arms ache. Blend, 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 blend. So I want to pause you and then I'll show you what it looks like when I've blended it. Okay, so as we are now, I blend, 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 blended, and I'm happy with the outcome. I'm happy with what. Let's just see if I can move you even closer. No, that's as close as we're going to get. So I'm happy with the outcome. I'm happy with how the base coat for me has gone, because that's the colours I like. And I think if you've got like blue eyes, browns, reds, oranges, them kind of colours really accentuate, I think that's the word, accentuate your eyes. So again, never ever do this back, forth, back, forth, back, forth, because you're going to get the rainbow effect. Nobody likes the rainbow effect. You need to blend and blend in small circular motions like this. If you do this just like that, you're going to end up with like this. So you go round in circles and then over. It doesn't leave any harsh, intense lines, which you really, really, guys, you do not want. Like 1 line, 2 line, 3 line, okay? Next, I'm going to find my other brush. Now, with the Nike palettes, you do get a little brush that comes with it. But again, because I love my Sigma brushes, I am going to go in with this little beauty. Again, I can't give you... This is the Sigma Eye Shading E55. You won't be able to actually see that there, but that's what it's called anyway. Now, depending on what mood you're in, today I'm going to go for... I'm going to go red. So actually, I'm not going to go in with that just yet. I'm going to go back in with that, and I'm going to go to this colour right here. That one there. And I'm going to take that, and then we're going to go on the outer corner and add it slightly across my lid. And up a little bit. Not too much. Again, now this is where you go back and forth because you want it to blend in to the other line. So round where you've just done and then up into the slit, like so. Just, I'm taking it slightly onto my lid, guys. That's what I'm about now. I want it to blend into the cream foundation, the cream highlighter. Just that little bit, so you don't get harsh whiteness. But you don't want it too light here. You want it to sort of be lighter in the corners. So now I've got in with that, I want like a dark effect now. So, base coat, inner eyelid, and now I want some intense colour. So, with this brush, now what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to go in, now I like this, and I'm going to use this all on my lid with this like brownie colour there. You can see, there. And I'm going to take that across my lid. Okay, so now I'm going to go in the inner corner. And I want to go in like this. And I want to go up there. And I want to press it in. These brushes are really good for, you see. These brushes are really good for pressing in. And this is why you need good pigmented eyeshadow, guys. Is because some eyeshadows do not attach. So as you can see, I've gone in the inner corner and across the middle of my lid. And I'm going to do exactly the same on the other side, and then I'll show you the next. Okay guys, so now as you can see, if some people just leave it like that. This is where you need your, again, blending brush. This is what this is, it's a blending brush, by the way. You can't leave it like that. So what you do now is, this is where you go back and forth. Again, gentle round movements on the inner corner of your eye, and then up and round on the outer corner. And that will just blend it into the base coat and the orange that I put in before, the mixed colour. So you just blend small circles, round, 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 blend, 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 and that is the key to, you don't want harsh lines. You really, really don't, because there's nothing worse than having harsh lines. And now you can see like a difference, like you can see, well, that one's like, whoo, that one's blended now. So when you've done that step, then some people want to repack their eye, which I'll show you now. Okay, so now I've blended. You can already see that my eye colour's now popping. We haven't even done the main things yet. So now what I want to do is I want to repack. Okay, so once you've blended out the darker colour, I will then go in with a slightly darker brown. Let me show you. I'll go in with this one right here. Can't give you names of it. And then I will just repack the outer corner ever so slightly. Don't need to make new lines, just a little tiny bit. Okay, just to make sure the outer corner is obviously lighter than the inner corner. Right, now, if you just wanted to leave it at that, put your mascara on, let's go. But no, not me. I ain't doing that today. I want some reds in. I want some warm colours. So I'm going to take the Jaclyn Hill palette and I'm going to go in with Spark. And this time I'm not going to use a brush. Because you've already got eyeshadow on now, sometimes it's hard to pack on different colours. So I'm going to take it on my middle finger. And I'm now going to pat it into the centre and up. See? Can you see that? In the centre there and up. And you'll need to repeat that step a couple of times, guys. You can't just expect the pigment to take straight away. And then I'm going to take it slightly in. And I keep on going until I get the desired effect that I want. So, if you know how to blend with your finger, you don't need to go back in with the brush. You just sort of move it back and forth ever so slightly, but you do need to keep repacking because the colour will go. You always repack the centre, like so. Take it up, blend it out, but not right to the corner. That's not what we want to do here. And again, repack. Okay, so that's what we're doing there. That's just to give it a bit of central popping. Then, again, seems like a repetitive step, but this is what you've got to do. Then I will go back in with the brown that I showed you before. Slightly over the red, ever so slightly. Just to fill in that corner, touch there, like that. Okay, so now we've done that step, and you're thinking, is she not going to do nothing with her eyebrows? Yes, I am. So, depending on how jazzed up you want to go, I now go for these colours here. These are like glitzy, glamoury. So for this, what I suggest you do is you take your brush on a baby wipe. Obviously I've got things that I can clean the brushes with, but for right now, for this purpose, I will just show you. Now, sometimes pigments like this are better to use with your finger. I'm just going to show you on a packing brush, which is actually just an eye shading brush. So I'm going to go in with this orangey colour here. Like a rose gold, and if you can see on there, we have this kind of... Let's just see if that works. Yeah, there you go. So I'm now going to go in the corner of my eye there. And as you can see, if you wet it, it does apply better. And that's going all in the corner of my eye. Right there, and slightly over the top of the red. Like so. And when you put like light colours like that, it makes your eye pop. And it will. You still got to use highlighter. It's not going to be, this is it. You have to use highlighter in the corner of your eye. And then the same on this side. I'll do that in a second. I'll show you. Okay, now that step is done for me right now. That is exactly how I want it. Don't start barking, Elsie. Her French bulldog is sitting there and I can see she's looking at me like, I'm going to bark at you in a minute. Which I'll have to quickly put you on pause. Alright, so now that step is complete. I will then go in back with my blending brush. Now, this won't make a major bit of difference, but it will just stop that line there looking so harsh. So again, I'll go back in, and then again, you have to repack, unfortunately. It is a process, guys. It is a process. So then I'll go back in with the red, and I will repack the centre to make that eye pop a little bit more. Once you've got an idea of the colours that you are using, then you can pretty much repeat the process about 4 to 5 times actually, before you get the look that you want. Again, I'll have to go back in slightly with the brown on the outside of my eye. Take it to that line there, join up. And then the outside, it's all done now. It's done. That's the look I want to go for. I like that look, okay? So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave my eyes for a minute. And now I'm going to go into my eyebrows. Now, eyebrows, rule of thumb there. Let me just get my things together. Okay, guys. Now, I use, for my eyebrows, professional eyebrow pencil. And this is just a Rimmel one, okay? A load of people say, oh, Aim, what eyebrow stuff do you use? What stuff do you do with your eyebrows? Now, I'm growing my eyebrows out, guys, as you can see they're just mega hairy. I'm going to show you as close as I possibly can. The rule of thumb is, I can't get you any closer. So, I've got a hair on my nose. So, the first point of call for eyebrow, for me anyway, do it the way you want to do it, but you have to concentrate on the bottom line first. So I'm gonna take it from where, so you join up with your pencil, so like you have to think that, some people I've seen girls start from like there, you don't do that. So we're gonna make an imaginary line underneath, just slightly underneath your natural eyebrow, okay? And we're gonna take it slightly longer. You always must have a sharpened pencil. If you are going to use a blunt pencil, this is not going to work, guys. And I'll show you how to do a blend. So, a fade, rather. So, and then you repeat the process. Keep repeating the process. Until you've got your desired arch. Now, some people just leave it like, rainbow eyebrows, sperm eyebrows even. So now what you do is you're going to create the top line where you're going to join up, okay? So here is where I want it, just slightly above. So some people do it by points, okay? So I know that my point is about there. So then I will take it, never start from here, always start like half an inch up. So then I go up to the point. So now you've got that. You've got like an angle coming on now. And then don't do like the brow that goes like that. Do a round brow. Because naturally eyebrows are rounded. They are not triangular. So then you... Okay. So now you've done your arch. And then you come down and you just literally, depending on how thick you want your eyebrow to be, and then you create an even more distinguished point. Okay, so now you can see the line. You don't do the top line as heavy as the bottom, and I'm going to explain why in a minute. So you just gently go over that again. Now before you think of penciling it all in, your spoolie, or the one on the end of this, you then take the colour from the bottom line and brush up. Okay, blending the top line. Can you see what's happening there, guys? And that's why it's square. You go up and then you go along the brow. Before you even pencil it in, you're spreading the colour. Okay, and this is what's going to create your fade at the front of your brow. And then after you fill in. So we've already got like a lightened front area of the brow. So now, see, I'm not professional here, guys, but now you've kind of spread the colour that's already on the brow from the top line and a bit of the bottom line. You already know where to fade in. So you go along the bottom line, again, not from the point there, half an inch, and you repeat the process of the bottom line. Okay, so that's to do that. And you just slightly do it at the front, but not very thick. Like so. This is where you take your brush now, and from about there, not here, there, then you gradually, not pressing on hard, you start shading in. Because the last thing you want is your eyebrows to look tremendously fake. Yes, people are going to know that they're not real, but at the end of the day, you want them to look as real as possible, don't we? So this process takes a little bit of time, guys. You have to be sort of exact with it, else it's going to look like someone's been in an art class. But I'll come back when I've done that one. Bye, and then we're off again. Video resumed. Lee's just come in and said something. Okay, guys, so now I've blended in my eyebrow. Okay, so I've done that, and if you've got to go over it again, just keep going over until you've got your satisfied look. But this is mine. Faded at the front. Go over the hairs that you have. See, I've had a bad experience with my eyebrows, I will tell you that. So now I'm going to quickly do the other one and come back. Okay, guys, so now I've got the eyebrow look that I want, even though a rule of thumb that you lot have got to remember, and this is just the unfortunate thing with eyebrows. Eyebrows are sisters, they are not twins, and you learn that very, very, very early on. Otherwise, you'll be driving yourself insane. So, guys, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to sort out my setting powder. So now I'm going to blend in. And I haven't got much over, let's say, overdraft then. Fallout, which is a good thing. And you can see now from that to that looks so much better. Okay. And then, do you remember earlier on how we put the powder in the lid? So again, I'm going to take that and I'm just going to do now. You don't have to put a lot on because you don't want to look cakey. Is anybody else's nails run when they're wearing makeup? I'm allergic to it, obviously. There's got to be some sort of reason. I'm not entirely sure. But that happens to a hell of a lot of people. I'll tell you that now. And if there's anything you're not happy with, guys, you can easily just use this to, you know, correct anything that you don't like. always take it under the eye, because you want to set like the highlighting cream that you've used. And again, so you know when you've gone back and forth with your powder, use the stippling effect again. So I don't like this section here, but if you do that, you don't need to, not too much, just a little bit. Again, so I'll put it there and I'll put it there, and then I'll stipple it in, and it just packs it in so much better. And it, you know, it gives you that look of cleared face, if you understand what I mean. If you've got any blemishes or any, like, if you're like me, I have some undesired holes in my face from years ago, and that's the thing. Oh, you know when you do foundation, guys, quick tip, always doing your nostrils a little bit. Oh dear God. Okay, so we're done regarding that. Next step, what I'm going to do, guys, I'm going to tell you now, I just use a simple mascara. I don't use false eyelashes unless it's something major. This is just a Maybelline one. Last Sensational. I'm going to put my mascara on, then I'm going to come back to you about highlight. In fact, no, I'm not going to do that, guys. I'm going to do something else. And I'll just shot myself in the foot there. Because if you're going to do your highlighter, do your highlighter before your mascara. And I'll show you why. If you do your mascara, you put your highlighter, excuse me, you put your highlighter on, it'll smudge. So I've just got, and this was, well, the price is on there, £6 from Primark, Glow Getter 6 luxury highlighter powders, and it looks a little bit like that. Again, I've got expensive ones, but as you can see, I never ever really use them. So I'm going to take a little bit of the gold, the light gold, and I mainly use this one. And then some people just put it there. I don't. I take it under the eye, on my cheekbone. Again, the same this side. I take it under the eye, I stretch it down. I actually like the look of it being highlighted slightly on my face, you see. Like that section. Always have done, always will do. Not too much. See, it does bring out that blemish there, I don't like. But oh well. You must blend. Blending is key. The reason I put the darker shade on is because when I do it on my cheeks here, I don't want it to be, whoa, she's got highlighter on. Then just with the lighter one and a dab of that, I do my nose and tip of my nose, a bit like an exclamation mark. Like so, Cupid's bow, always do that. And then a triangle type thing on the top of my head. And then I hear you say, wow, that's a lot of highlighter. But that's just what I like, okay? Just lightens up my face. That's the way I like it. And in real life, it's not like that anyway. Yeah, as you can see, it's lightened everything up, which is what I wanted. Now, what I do as well sometimes in the day, I'll go in with a darker one, and I'll just go over there in the corners, because this isn't like a glittery one, you see. It's more like a powder, that one. So I'll just go over with, again, a powdered, it's like a concealer, I guess, but I'll go over with the brown areas where I've concealed before, because obviously when you use a baking powder on top, it's going to slightly take the brown off. So that's what I do, and I blend in again, so it's just brightened them up. Brighten it up a little bit. And that's done. Next, I'll show you, I'll do the mascara, and then I will come to you about liquid eyeliner. This is my little secret. So bear with me and I'll be right back. And just whilst I'm doing my mascara, I will just say, because some people are a little bit unsure, I tend to go from the outside in. So I'll make more of an effort on the outside of my lashes, there, than I will anywhere else. But I'll do my mascara and I'll come back. Okay guys, so I've done my mascara, all done the way I want it to be done. Again, I don't use false eyelashes a lot, simply because they get on my nerves. Right, 2 more steps and we are Finito. And as you can see, everything's blended in. Now, waterline. A lot of people, this is a lip pencil, but I'll show you that. A lot of people use eyeliners like that. You're not supposed to do this. I don't know if you're allergic to this. I'm not, so this is a step I take. This is just a Rimmel exaggerative eyeliner. And this stays on all day and all night. Yes, you have got to... If this goes in your eye, it is going to smart. So I'm quite used to doing this. So I'll just go along the waterline. Again, you have to have some steady hands for this, guys. But instantly, I like it. You can see the difference to that. And I wear it all day, and it does last all day and all night. And that's how you'll do that. Okay. Just a little bit there I've missed. Again, you've got to have some steady hands here, guys. And that is what I like. I don't like any other look. Okay. Next step. Lips. So I can now put the lid back on there. The annoying thing is there's a little bit of powder in the lid left and it always still... So all I do, just to clean it up. And now presto. This, again, and I've got this in the banana powder. This is brilliant. I love it. This stuff is amazing. And it saves me buying really expensive stuff as well. Pop that back in the makeup bag. Now, lips. Vaseline. I have cold sores at the minute, guys. You are going to see now the natural colour of my lips, and I hate them because they are so bloody light, dark pink. So ignore a cold sore there. And some people actually have asked me if I have lip fillers. No, I don't. It's nothing worse than you going out and getting a foundation on your lips. No, I hate that colour. That's my natural lips look like I lipstick on. And I always put a little bit of Vaseline on. I have to anyway at the moment with the cold sore around your lips. And now I'm all about the nude. Never ever ever mix two things. Don't have heavy eyes and a heavy lip. Either have nude eyes and a heavy lip, or heavy eyes, bright lip and a nude eye. Did I say that right? Heavy eye and a nude lip, or a heavy lip and a nude eye. So, right, let me just tell you. This Morphe, £20 in a set with this. This Superdrug, same colour, £2. Okay? I don't line my lips. Never have done. I'm not like, I don't contour them. I just put lipstick on. Ignore the cold sore. Now, obviously, you're going to want to check to see if that's blended in. Okay? Okay, I do go over the top a little bit with the lips, but anyhow. Right, and my look is complete. So, there you go, guys. That is my eye. No, it's not complete. It's not complete. It's not complete. I know it's not complete. So, again, I want to highlight slightly my top of my brow. Just a little. Don't just plonk it on, guys, else it won't look right. A bit there, a bit there. And then I'm going to take my ring finger. Is that what you call it? A ring finger? I'm going to have to do this in the mirror, guys. I'm going to put some pop into the... Guys, multiple. I didn't realise that I could still record. Lee's just come in and help me, bless him. So I've just done, like I just told you, the inner corners, I've put some highlight, but I have lost my mirror. Yeah, so inner corners, bit of highlight, just to add it, that little bit of oomph. And now, take the barnet down. Obviously, girls, you know when you get hairball traps in your hair. Wait about a bit. I suppose I should give it a brush, shouldn't I, really? And then you're more or less ready, good to go. That'll do, because I'll sort that out in a minute. And that is my go-to daily, well, not daily routine, it's a bit much for a daytime, I guess, but that's it. This is what you've been asking for, and close up on the eyes. I know I'm not professional, guys, but thank you for watching. Hope you've enjoyed. And Lee's going, say hi, Lee, to everybody.
Hi, Lee, to everybody. Okay, then, we done?
We're done.
Looking pretty. Say goodbye.
Don't bother buying all this expensive stuff. Easy enough to buy the cheap stuff. And if you've got any questions, I'll be happy to answer you. Okay, bye. Bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.